Welcome guys. I hope your day is going great so far. Thanks for tuning in. Today is going to be all about transparency. It's going to be about bringing things to light, things that might be hidden from you, things that possibly even other people in your life have hidden from you, and finding out what that is, what it's all about. And we do have the transparent deck today, and this is going to be symbolic of this read. In this read, of being able to find out what these secrets are that somebody might be keeping from you. So we'll shuffle it up. We're going to see what falls out. I'm curious. I want to know about this. I want to know what's going on in your life. And the one that went flying out was the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands represents that connection with somebody else. So this is going to involve another energy in your life. Perhaps somebody who is hiding something from you. Another card that stood out to me was this Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands represents that feeling overwhelmed, feeling overburdened. And this could be this lie that somebody's keeping from you. Maybe it's feeling like a burden to them. We another card want to pop out. Interesting. So when I look at this card, I definitely see the word fragile in my mind. And this is this lie. This is this vulnerability. This is what this is representing. Whatever this lie is maybe hiding somebody's vulnerability, or somebody's not willing to be vulnerable, and so they're hiding something about themselves. And this might even represent their emotions, that they're not willing to open up about something. This might even be something from the past that somebody is trying to hide from you, because it makes them feel vulnerable too. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is sometimes called the Apprentice card. He represents learning. This might represent somebody learning to be vulnerable with you. This might be learning what this person is hiding as well, being able to find out what the secret is. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles represents holding back. Somebody is holding something back. So we have the Page of Swords. So this Page of Swords sometimes is someone who keeps tabs on somebody else. Definitely immaturity goes along with this. In this card, I see a mask. It's like somebody's wearing a mask, and this is part of hiding vulnerability, pretending to be something that they're not, and not being completely open and honest, not being willing to drop their guard. The Two of Pentacles, it represents balance. It can represent juggling. This is a juggling act for this person, hiding whatever this is, hiding their true feelings, hiding their vulnerability, being unwilling to share that. And we have the King of Swords too. So the King of Swords is somebody who's emotionally cold. And this could represent this person's energy, as it is they're not willing to open up emotionally. They sort of hide who they are. I want to see what this Oracle deck has to say. And we had a bunch want to drop out for you guys. So the Sun card. The Sun card represents new beginnings. It represents sort of giving birth to new creative ideas, an openness, and a willingness to sort of try new things and to start something new. It also speaks to emotions as well, because we got that cup there. We have water. This is all very indicative of emotions. Door to romance. But you can see that there's that keyhole in this heart. This could represent this person, whoever this King of Swords is, this person who's emotionally cold, this person who's trying to hide their vulnerability and hiding their heart and not willing to open up. I have the Sixth Chakra as well, which can represent the third eye. And this might represent sort of this knowing, this deep knowing, this wisdom, your intuition, this sixth sense about what might be going on with someone. Because on the surface, you might be wondering why they're not opening up. Or perhaps that something just seems amiss with what they're presenting to you. You feel like there's something deeper under the surface. You just have this deep sense that there's more to this story with whoever this is than what they're presenting to you. And we do have the third chakra. So this third chakra deals with self-esteem. It deals with self-empowerment as well. And this could speak to this person and maybe working on their self-esteem. It could also represent this person's unwillingness to open up emotionally, preying on your self-esteem too. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So the Ace of Swords usually represents triumph. Being in reverse, especially because it's swords, and swords is about logic, swords is about honesty, swords is about truth. It's like this untruth is not going to get this person a positive result. If this card was upright, it would say like a willingness to be honest and a willingness to open up will get you what you want. But we have it in reverse here. So that's what it's speaking to in this read. This person's not willing to open up. This person's not willing to be honest. This person's not willing to be vulnerable. And so they're going to get this Ace of Swords in reverse. We also have the Eight of Wands in reverse too. And the Eight of Wands does represent communication a lot of times, guys. And definitely this is not somebody who does a lot of communicating, especially not about their feelings. They're sort of tight-lipped about that aspect of who they are. But there's more to this. There's more to this Eight of Wands. I do see the word past in my mind. So it's like something about their past that they're not willing to communicate that actually has a very big bearing on how they're behaving right now and why they're doing what they're doing. It's like it would explain a lot. If they would just tell you whatever this is that they went through in the past, you would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Your behavior makes sense now. But this is, I don't know if they're willing to open up about what this is. The Four of Swords, so they're still healing. They're still healing from something in the past. Maybe a truth they're not willing to face. And maybe that's why they won't tell you about it, because they're still struggling with it themselves. But they're still healing from something else. And this is why their heart is locked off too. We also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups does represent an emotional victory. I do feel him tied to the chakra. But I'm not sure that he goes with this other person's energy. I'm going to pull a few more cards for him. So the Seven of Wands can represent sort of fighting for your ideals, fighting for something, feeling like your back is up against the wall. This Seven of Wands might represent fighting for this connection, whatever it is with this person, perhaps trying to push them into opening up, into communicating about whatever this was that happened in the past. And whatever this is might have brought about some trust issues, which might also be why they're not willing to open up about it. But them being able to open up about it, that's what's going to give them the Knight of Cups. That's what's going to bring forward healing. That's what's going to bring forward opening up. The Hierophant, interesting. So the Hierophant can represent a few things. A mentor, a higher learning, sometimes an institution as well. So this might be part of what they dealt with in the past. It might have been something in the courts. Something that they're still healing from, something that really left a mark on them. And it could have been a battle that they had to fight, or a battle that they felt that they lost. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups does speak of good news on the way, and that of an emotional nature. And that could be this person opening up. That could be this person maybe finding healing and moving forward. The Star card in reverse though. So the Star card does represent that hope and that clarity. But it is in reverse. This person is having trouble finding clarity in this situation that happened to them in the past. They're having trouble healing. They're having trouble moving forward. They're having trouble trusting and moving on as well. And the Ten of Wands, which represents feeling overwhelmed and overburdened. And that's what we got before. It's like this person is, they are burdened. They are burdened by whatever this is from the past that they're hanging on to, that they're having trouble letting go of it and closing themselves off to others. It's a burden. We have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is that trouble finding clarity, sort of feeling trapped in fear. This person would definitely be trapped in fear, fear of possibly that heartbreak again. So being unwilling to open up because they're still dealing with the fear of whatever happened in the past, the thing that they're not communicating to you that happened from their past. We have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups represents wish fulfillment, but it's in reverse here. This is a big disappointment that they went through. This is something they were wishing for that did not turn out, and it is tied to the Hierophant in some way. So this might have been something that they were trying to do with somebody else. Maybe it was a relationship that came to an end or a marriage that came to an end. But it definitely is the opposite of a wish coming true. This was very hurtful for them. This put them in a really rough spot, and it made them close themselves off to others. The King of Pentacles, interesting. So this is King of Pentacles. He can represent somebody who's wealthy, somebody who's successful, somebody who's caring and who's kind and who's generous. And this is the energy that I feel that goes along with this read. So it's not just, we have this King of Swords who's dealing with opening up emotionally. But then we have this other party who's caring and who's kind and who's generous. And this is somebody who they can count on. This is somebody who they can count on and can trust with their heart. But they need to take a chance to be able to see that. And this King of Pentacles might have to fight for that. That might be what this Seven of Wands is representing, that this person comes forward and sort of pushes them to open up about the past. Tell me about the past. I'm not going anywhere. What's going on? Why are you being this way? And encouraging them to open up. We do have the Nine of Wands, which represents a journey over time. So this King of Swords and what this person has been through that's caused these trust issues, that's caused them holding back and having trouble opening up. This is going to be a healing process. This is going to take them time. It's going to take them time to move forward and sort of change this and truly open up and truly trust again. So whoever this is who's with them, this King of Pentacles represents, they're going to have to be patient. They're going to have to be kind during this process so that whoever this King of Swords represents is going to be able to sort of open up and move forward. And the King of Swords in reverse. So being able to open up. Being able to open up emotionally. Being able to sort of drop that cool facade. It is the vibe that I get from these cards. The distinct impression. It's going to be a journey over time for this King of Swords to get there. Like this King of Swords has the potential to be able to do this. They have the potential to heal from the past. They have the potential to move forward. They have the potential to be honest and open about things and to trust again. But whoever this King of Pentacles represents, they're going to have to be very patient with this person. And this is going to have to be sort of a relationship that they fight for. There's going to be some poking and some prodding along the way, because this King of Swords left to their own devices will sort of stay the way that they are. So it's going to take some encouragement for them to move forward, for them to change, for them to open up, to be able to start a new beginning and to open back up to their emotions and to learn to trust again. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.